So you want a wireless, lightweight, modern gaming mouse? The choice is obvious. I can easily name 5 models that can tick all of these boxes with perfection. But I also know that you are broke like me, so not happening. Or is it? Hey guys, this is Notar aka Another Tech Tuber, and today we're talking about probably the cheapest alternative to the G Pro wireless from Logitech, and it is the Attack Shark X6. Odd name, I know, but the question is it good? First of all, we have a body shape that we have seen on a lot of famous gaming mice like G Pro Wireless, the Pulsar X2, etc, etc. So it's not a new thing, and it's definitely not the first time we have seen a Chinese company copy the design of a famous product, if you know what I mean. Like we see here, it's a bit low on the front side, and thankfully it's not much different from my previous daily driver, the Cooler Master MM711, apart from the absence of the honeycomb design on the back. This one is clearly a hardshell mouse with no holes for ventilation or reducing weight. Speaking of weight, despite being a wireless mouse, this mouse weighs 49 grams, which is very good, but not very impressive because we have seen it a lot of times before. But trust me, it will all be worth it when you see the price of this thing. The thing that I didn't like at first with this mouse is the texture, because it's a bit too slippery and smooth for my liking. But fear not, because as I said before, Chinese products will never leave you wanting something else. In the box we find these grip stickers that solve this problem, for me at least, entirely. Sure, while adding some grams to the mouse, but for me it was worth it. As for the grips recommended for this exact mouse, I can't be bothered to tell you the things that 1,000 people said before on YouTube. I just recommend you to look up for the best grips of the Pulsar X2, because it's practically the exact same shape and size. I personally use a palm grip and I have average hands, so take of that what you want. The switches that we find here are rated for 80 million clicks. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you what company they're from because I didn't find anything on the internet or on the box of this mouse, but what I can tell you is that they are clicky and I had no problem with them so far. This sensor gives us a range of DPI from 800 to 26,000. I personally use 1600. And to change between these different DPI sensitivities, we have these 2 buttons on top that cycle between them, and each single DPI sensitivity has a different color indicator on this small LED. This is actually very handy when it comes to changing DPI, or especially if you use different DPI sensitivities for different games or programs. Speaking of buttons, we also have these 2 forwards and backwards side buttons on the left side, so we can say that this mouse is oriented for right-hand users. Well, like, it's symmetrical, so you can use it on the left side if you want. Just the problem is that you can't really access the forward and backwards buttons on the right side. The scroll wheel is very nice, and it has this rubber grip ring thingy-majig on it that gives it a better grip, and I can say that it is on the softer side, so it's very easy to move. There is a software available for this exact model. It's fairly simple. We can change the DPI settings or even remap all the buttons. We can play with all of these settings that you see here, and it even shows you the percentage of the battery. This is obviously a wireless gaming mouse, so we have 3 connection modes here. First of all, we have the 2.4 GHz dongle that can do 1000 Hz. Of course, it's not 8K Hz, but don't forget that we were talking about a budget mouse here. Second, we have the Bluetooth mode that can also do multiple device connections at the same time. That's a great deal for multi-PC users such as streamers. And we change between these different Bluetooth devices with this button on the bottom side. And the last mode is the wired mode with this included USB-C to a braided cable. And this comes in clutch if your mouse is discharged or has no battery and you have to hop on a game. So you plug it in and you have a perfectly functioning featherweight gaming mouse on your hand. As for the battery, it says on the box that it can last up to 200 hours. I personally charged it once this last month of usage, and I have been using it for about 4 to 5 hours a day, and I haven't charged it another time since. So we can say that that was not a lie. And I am sure that you are eager to know the price of this impossibly perfect gaming device. It's freaking $30 on AliExpress. Yes, $30. Thank you, Chinese companies, for giving us these amazing products that save us broke gamers. And if you're not convinced yet, please let me continue. This mouse even comes with a freaking RGB charging dock. I don't know how they did this with this price, but I'm glad they did. I'm not really excited about the RGB part of this charging dot. Thankfully, we don't have any RGB on the mouse, and also thankfully we can turn it off on the dock if it's too distracting. I personally turned it off, and we can find multiple modes and multiple colors that you can choose from and change between them with this capacitive or touch button on the bottom of the dock. But to have a dock to charge your wireless mouse and not have to plug the USB-C cable on the front of the mouse each time you have to charge it is truly a beautiful touch. It also has two USB plugs on the back, one USB-C and one USB-A. The USB-A is obviously made for the USB dongle or 2.4 GHz dongle, so it is the closest possible to your mouse, so you don't have any latency. And the second one is for power, so you can plug it in directly with the included braided cable to your PC. I saw in some other reviews on YouTube that some people had problems with the pin connectivity on the dock with the mouse, but I personally had no problems with that, so I guess they fixed it. I'm sorry, but to get a mouse that can give you G Pro wireless performance and a charging dock included in the box, trust me, there is no competition on the broke gaming market right now. So this was my review of the Attack Shark X6. Hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more content coming in the future. If you are interested in this product, I will leave a link in the description. There is no affiliate links or anything. It's just a simple AliExpress link for this product, and I think it is available in 3 colors: white, like this, black, and also a hot pink. This is the name of the color. Don't forget also to tell me in the comments if there are other broke or cheap or budget gaming peripherals that you want me to review. This was Nodar, and I will see you in the next one.